All right, we are live with Councilor Maureen Wolf at the Just Compassion Resource Center here on Hall Boulevard. I want to talk to Councilor Wolf about some of the council goals, but before we do that, I'm curious, you took office in January. Can you think of your most memorable moment that you've had since becoming city councilor?
Yeah, my most memorable for certain, there's been so many opportunities to connect with folks, but I represent the council on the Social Services Budget Committee. And we met in the middle of March, and it's to allocate a chunk of funds that the city sets aside to support our nonprofit organizations that do amazing work for our families, for our kids in a variety of methods, and whether that's mentoring, transitional housing supports. So spending the day with community members to do that work, to meet the leaders of these organizations and the passion that they really have and what they provide to our community was pretty overwhelming. It was a great day.
Why is reducing houselessness so important?
Reducing houselessness was a top priority of our prior council, and that continues today as we set our 23-25 goals. Houselessness, affordable housing, these are crisis levels here in Washington County, at the state level, and across the country. And this council is committed to improving all the lives of those in Tigard. And we can only do that through our partnerships, and that's what's going to make us strong. It's why I'm standing here in front of Just Compassion today. And so we really want to support and help those in the greatest of needs in our community.
So let's talk specifics. What are maybe 2 or 3 actions that the city could take to help advance this goal?
First, the city has authorized $1 million towards a partnership with Family Promise at Tualatin Valley to support their work in expanding the beds they have for transitional housing. Another opportunity that we are funding is we are supporting encampment management. And along with those resources, we'll be providing hygiene stations as well as storage facilities to support those in need. And then the final component, we also set aside federal funding, federal grants that we have that will help families, low-income families, get those first down payments on homes. Because if you really want to get after housing instability, supporting those with those down payments on a mortgage, that really is your strongest and best opportunity for housing stability.
So we know that sometimes numbers tell a story. So when it comes to reducing houselessness, is there a specific fact or figure you can think of that really encapsulates the city's goal or the city's work in this area?
For sure. I think we can look at the challenges of those that are struggling with housing insecurity. We know that in the Tigard area, 470 individuals are struggling with housing insecurity, and that might be those that are unhoused, those that are seeking emergency housing, those that are what we call doubling up. So they're spending time with their friends or their families and unfortunately having to serve for a chunk of the time, or those that are in institutions. We also know from the recent point in time counts that in Tigard we have 44 individuals that are completely unsheltered, living out in the elements, as well as we need to think about our students. And in the Tigard area, we have roughly 150 students who fall into that housing instability. And the Tigard-Tualatin School District, which serves multiple jurisdictions, that number is over 300 that are trying to seek permanent housing.
Great. Thank you for your time, Councilor Wolf.
Thank you.